to set up targets while trading. If you are trading forex and you want to know what is the target, where should I be looking out for taking my profits, or where should I be looking out to exit my trade? Okay, now I'm just going to share a very short video on how you can be able to set targets while trading. Now, first of all, I'm looking at GBP USD, and I would be going back in time to look for a perfect trending market so that I can be able to use to um, cite this example. Okay, now as you can see, price has been dropping for a while, so let's go. Okay, now let's take a look at this. Okay, let's take a look at this. Let me see what's happening on GU first. Okay, now this is good. GU is perfect for what I want to do. Okay, now so this is what has been happening for January the 14th. Price has been moving downwards. Okay, now if you want to trade the GBP US dollar pair, for example, now this is an upward movement of price from this point all the way to this point. Okay, as you can see, trend line has been broken, so what you're doing is you're looking for a possible sell area. Okay, now when price was going up, price moved and it started making some pivot levels, making areas of market structures, which is we have series of highs all over here. Okay, we have series of highs. All these areas are series of highs. Okay, now let's say this is what the market has. Okay, this is only what we can see in the market. Now if you want to take a sell in this particular trade, you're probably waiting to take your sell around this zone, which is what everybody is looking out for. Now since you are taking your trade at that zone, this is what you want to look out for. What should be my target? Because price has given me a sign that it doesn't want to continue its move up. So where should be my target? Now your first target, if you want to take on this particular transaction, is target the resistance, the previous resistance areas. That is your number one target. Okay, that is your number one target because price is coming down. Okay, now because price is coming down, your target should be this point, which is this resistance area. That's where your target should be. And if you took that trade, you are in deep profit. Okay, and you hit your target. Okay, it is simple. All you need to do is to look out for where is the last pivot point. Where is the last pivot point? Where is the area that price last made a decision? And the last area that price made a decision is this particular point. As you can see, price was struggling to break past that area. So now that price broke past it, if you want to take a trade which is a sell from this point, your target should be this area. So that is why that's going to save you a lot of stress. If you just trading from one point to another, you're going to win more trades when you do this. Okay, now just take your trade from here, this point to this point. Okay, now what if I want to buy in this scenario? What if I want to buy? I expect price to go up, right? Now this is the last point that decision was made. This is the last point that decision was made. So now what do? I want to take a sell. I see a double bottom. Look at it. This is a perfect double bottom scenario. So if I go in on a buy at this point, my exit point should be this particular area. So I should be out of this market when price hits this level. okay, when price hits that level. So if I do this, I took a sell here, I came out at this pivot level. I took a buy here, I came out at this point. This is how you make those moves. Secure the bag every single time. Okay, you do not have to crack your brain on, oh, where should my take profit be, where should my stop loss be. Look at the target. Okay, now if I want to take if I'm taking this particular trade, where should be my stop loss? Where should be my stop loss? Now I'm going to look at this particular move closely. Now I'm not going to allow my trade run through to this particular area. I know this is the area where the decision was made. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll look for the lowest point. The lowest point in that particular area is this particular point. This is the lowest point. Okay, that is the lowest point. So I would just give my trade like 4 or 5 pips after the lowest point. So I'm just giving my trade rooms to breathe. If it breaks and it hits my stop loss, fine. I do not want to risk much. And let's look at it. Let's look at it. Look at it. You can see the risk to reward ratio there. This is massive. This is massive. That's 1 to 8, right? 37%. Yes, 1 to 8 over. Wow. This is how you make those moves. Okay, you don't have to crack your brains on how to get this done. Now another simple way of what should be your target. Okay, if you want to take those trades, let's look for target areas. Okay, we want to take trades. Okay, now let's use another tool to help us get targets. I'm going to use the Fibonacci tool, which is one of my favorite tools that I use. So now I'm going to take my Fibonacci from the high down to the low. Okay, now this is what was formed. So now this will now be my entry. This now, how I work with this particular Fibonacci tool is that my entry would be around this point. Where is I like taking my trades around this zone. That's where I like taking my trades. So that should be my entry. So if that is my entry, I'm gonna still give my stop loss to a little bit higher above the highest point. And where should your take profit be? Fibonacci retracement tool will give you the point where you should look out for. Okay, now since you want to take your your take profit at this point, it has given you take profit, which is perfect. Did price make it there? Let's see. Let's see if price made it there. Yes, price did. Price did. It really moved and it hit that point. So this is how you can be able to do these easy moves. Okay, you can snipe those moves by simply using either the Fibonacci tool or moving from one structure to another structure to trade. Now these are the simplest forms of getting targets in trading in the market. Okay, you can do this for any time frame. If you have any questions, make sure you shoot me a DM on Instagram or WhatsApp. Thank you very much for your time. See you in the next video.